Well, Tom, thank you for your willingness to follow your wife and sharing a part of your story. I'm eager to hear how you came to a sense that the Lord had something more for you.
As you know, and I'm sure other people at St. Giles know, that I've been involved with the healing and prayer ministry at St. Giles for a long time. And we had experienced a lot of inner healings, but we've also experienced a few physical healings also. But in my own personal life, I had my right arm when I was like around 6 or 7 years old. I broke my right arm pretty badly,
Okay.
and my arm basically locked in a certain position. And I learned to compensate for that. And I played I played quarterback on my high school football team. So you can see it wasn't totally limited, but it was a matter of compensating for a condition. When we had the Randy Clark conference, the Global Awakening Conference, they had a healing service, and someone at that healing service had a word of knowledge about someone has a right arm that needs to be healed. And in the last few weeks, I just been telling Judy, I said, I've had this arm in a certain position all these years, and it still bugs me, even 60 years later, that my arm is like this. I just don't like the fact that I can't, it's not very mobile. So when this man had a word of knowledge, I went forward, honestly, not expecting much.
Mhm.
Because, when something's going on for 60 plus years, you just kind of,
That's right.
you learn to live with it and you don't expect much. So I didn't expect much. So I went up, and there was the man who had the word of knowledge and another man there. They laid hands on my arm and prayed for it. All of a sudden, I could feel my right arm started to tremble, and I could feel heat. And all of a sudden, it just started slowly turning. And before, I guess you can see this, it was straight out like this. And before, it was like this all the time. I couldn't do anything with it. And slowly but surely, it started to go like this. I could feel it. It's almost like it was turning on its own. And all of a sudden, it was turning, 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 like that.
You could turn your palm up.
Yes, I could turn it up.
Wow.
And I had been able to do that for 60 some years. And
Wow.
also, the other way was true. I could not turn it like this.
Okay.
I could not turn it like this or like this. And that had been going on for over 60 years.
Wow.
So anyway, as you can see, that did marvels, so to speak,
That is
for
so
my,
fun.
it
Yeah.
did so much for my faith in healing to have experienced that myself. And Judy came over and watched this happen. So after that, my confidence and faith in healing grew dramatically.
That is so neat.
I know it is neat. And another thing that came out of that was I wanted to have the spiritual gift of words of knowledge,
Hmm.
which I don't think I'd had except on rare occasion. And so we had our healing services going on, and we started using words of knowledge in the healing service. And all of a sudden, when I prayed for that, the Lord was giving me a word of knowledge for every healing service. And
Okay.
ever since then, I've had a word of knowledge for the services.
Well, it's interesting how you were on the receiving end of that kind of giftedness, and then God promoted you in a way in exercising the same for others.
Hmm.
That's really neat.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that little bit of your story. That is so much fun just to think
Yeah,
what God has done and is still doing. So,
yeah, amen.